Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Panchakalpatarubhyasya
Hare,
kripa
Hare Ram,
sindhubhya
Ram Ram,
eva cha
Hare Hare, Hare
Lights
Ram.
patitanam
done.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Susmita from Canada, welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. And thank you, Yasumati Mataji, for the beautiful recitation of the Bhagavad Gita. Now, devotees, let's move to our next session, which is Sri Chaitanya Bhagavatam. May I know who all have joined?
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. This is Shivani from Ashwin, Virginia. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Nitya Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashomati Priya Devi Das from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yasumati Priya Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all your wonderful services, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Balavrinda.
Hare Krishna, Balabrinda, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining the call. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Kiran Goyal from Baltimore. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kiran Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all the assembled devotees. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all your wonderful services. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to serve, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji, Dandvat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Vrinda, please forgive me.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your association. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. So glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundari.
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the call, and we are eagerly waiting for to listen from you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and the assembled devotees. This is Revati from Atlanta, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Revati Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call today and giving your assistance. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Akshadas from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Akshadas Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have Her Grace Kirtida Sundari Mataji to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata MAdhya khanda, 10th chapter and sloka 287 to 381. Before handovering the call, I would like to read today's quote of Srila Prabhupada, 5th June We say that if Krishna is truth, the world is also truth, because the world is a manifestation of Krishna's energy. So, if Krishna is true, how his energy can be false? The Mayavadis preach so-called monism, but they always distinguish Brahma and Maya. They say Brahma is true and Maya is false. We say Maya is true, and because it is Krishna's energy, she must be employed in Krishna's service. Letter to Gopal Krishna, June 5th, 1969. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to all your services, Mataji. Welcome to the call. And now I will hand over the call to you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Susmita Mataji, for your very, very warm welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us in today's session of Chaitanya Bhagavata. Really grateful to all of your association. So we'll get started with our invocation prayers, and then we'll go ahead with Chaitanya Bhagavata session. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shrirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Guruve Gaurachandraय Radhikaय Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaय Tadbhaktaय Namo Namaha. Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Hema Bhadevya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Mukam karoti vachalum bhangum langayate girim yatkripahatam ham vande Shri Guru Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram. We'll recite Mangalacharan for Chaitanya Bhagavata. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadhatau Sankirtanaikapitaro kamalayatakshau Vishwambarau dvijavarau yugadharmapalau Vande jagatpriyakarau karunavataro. Jayati Jayati Deva Krishna Chaitanya Chandro Jayati Jayati Kirti Stasya Nitya Pavitra Jayati Jayati Bhritya Stasya Vishveshwamurtir Jayati Jayati Nityam Tasya Sarva Priyanam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you once again for your very, very kind association. Really grateful to each and every one of you. Please shower your prayers, blessings, so that I can speak something relevant to this subject matter. In glorification of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, and all his associates, and in purification of my own self. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. All the assembled Vaishnavas ki jai. Okay, so we are in Chaitanya Bhagavat. We are in the almost last section, which hopefully we'll try to cover today. The last section of Mahaprakash Leela. That Mahaprakash Leela which went up to 7 prahars. That means it went up to 21 hours. And where our dear Mahaprabhu, who came as a bhakta, showed his Bhagavan form. He came as a devotee, but then he showed his Bhagavan form to all his associates in the mood in which they want to see. So that's the beauty of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed the form of his Bhagavan form to his devotees the way they want to see him. Somebody wants to see his Narsingha Roop. Somebody wants to see only the Rama Roop. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fulfilled all his desire, all their desires. So now we are almost at the end where Mukunda got the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'll share my screen. Wait, let me open first. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown his mercy to Mukunda, and Mukunda is now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, I hope you all are able to see. So we are in the verse 287. So we saw that how in the previous verse, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, so that episode was over. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his mercy to Mukunda, gave his benediction also. And then Vrindavan Das Thakur, being the author, the blessed author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, says that the devotee sees Lord Vishambara according to the mantra he invokes while meditating on his worshipable Lord, in which Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur says, Yadrisho bhavatas tas ishas tadrisho jiva abhajet. The Lord reciprocates with the living entities according to how they worship him. So we'll start with 286. Dekhaya apane shikhaya sabakare, ei sakal katha bhai shune pache. And in this way, Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying that the Supreme Lord Gaurachandra, he manifests himself and teaches all his devotees. Dekhai apane. He, first of all, through his ways, through the way of how he lives, he teaches others. And he teaches all his devotees. And then they earn. They in turn, what they do? They don't keep them to themselves. They are not misers. The devotees of Mahaprabhu, they are not misers. They just want to teach these topics to others. Ei sakala katha bhai shuni pachayare. They hear it and then they try to distribute it. That is the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, that you don't hold on to that knowledge to yourself, rather you distribute. And the more you distribute, the more you become wealthy in your spiritual knowledge. By displaying the pastimes of Vishnu's various incarnations, Mahaprabhu taught his devotees that he was the fountainhead of all incarnations. So Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he writes that the Supreme Lord is an incarnation. Basically, he is the fountainhead. Gaurachandra, he is the fountainhead of all incarnations. And those who realize this knowledge, they impart it to others. Because what happened in Mahaprakash Leela? In Mahaprakash Leela, that Bhakta, the devotee who came as a devotee, showed his Bhagavan form. He showed that he is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. Ete chamsak kalapumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan swam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mrigayanti Yude Yude. That's what was declared in Srimad Bhagavatam, that how the Supreme Lord Krishna is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. What is the meaning of avatar? Avatar means one who descends. One who descends from the spiritual world is known as avatar. Our Krishna also came. So in one sense, he is also known as avatar. But Brahma Samhita explains that he is not avatar, he is avatari. So actually there is no difference. Brahma Samhita explains that if you light one candle and that one candle, through that one candle, you light 10 more candles. So then once all the candles are lit, it appears that they are same, they are equal, they are giving equal amount of light. They are same in their potency in terms of giving heat and light. But still that original candle is the original candle. And that is Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And that Swayam Bhagavan Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, adapting the mood and the sentiment and the color of Srimati Radharani. So when Lord Krishna came as Gaurasundar, and when Gaurasundar displayed his Bhagavan form, everybody came to know that he is also avatari. He comes, he descends, but he is not an avatar. He is avatari. He is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. And that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed in his Bhagavan form. So those who realize this knowledge, those who know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they impart it to others. They just don't keep it to themselves. But that's not happened before Srila Prabhupada or before Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, before our acharyas. That didn't happen. Even I remember when I was in my elementary section, we have the chapter in Hindi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ek mahan saint, a great sage, ek mahan sant. That was the chapter entitled. So everybody till Prabhupada, everybody believed that he is just a saint. But then Prabhupada came and took it as a mission of explaining that he is not just a saint. He is not a sage. He is not just a bhakta. He has come in the form of a bhakta to relish the devotion, to relish the love, but he is the fountainhead of all incarnations. So therefore, we who are the instruments, who are the soldiers in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's army, it's our duty also that whosoever comes to our temple and ask, who are these deities who are standing with their raised hands? It's up to us that we have to explain that they are non-different from Krishna and Balaram. They are Nitai Gaur Sundar. They are our Gaur Nitai. So we are supposed to impart this knowledge to others. We need to educate others that just don't think that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a saint, but he is the Supreme Lord. He is non-different from the Supreme Lord. Janma janma tomara paila mora sanga, toma sabare bhritya o dekhi be moranga. You have my association birth after birth. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, even all your servants will see my pastimes. So this is another benediction that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving to everybody who is present in this Mahaprakash Leela. All his devotees, all his associates. He's saying, you will have my association birth after birth. Who doesn't want such benediction? We want that benediction. We don't want any higher planetary system or a position of a Brahma or a position somewhere in this 14 planetary system being a king. We only want that no matter where we are, in whichever species of life we take birth, but our only aspiration is Janma Janma Tomhara Paile Sanga. That we want the association of you. We want the association of your pure devotees. Tomara Sabara Bhritya. Mahaprabhu is saying, not only you, but those who are serving you, Dekhibe Mora Ranga, they will also participate in my pastimes. They will see my pastimes. So seeing my pastimes means they will be the part of my pastimes. And we have seen the classic example where this Mahaprakash Leela started. The maidservant of Srivas Thakur, who was known as Dukhi, was the first person, was the first jiva to get the mercy in this Mahaprakash Leela, where Dukhi was bringing pots after pots from Ganga, and they were bathing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu acknowledged her service and said, "Oh Dukhi, from today onwards, you will be Sukhi." So she participated in Mahaprabhu's pastime. So it's not only Srivas Thakur, but even the servants will see my pastimes. And we will see how this is also proven in the next personality who will get the mercy today in Mahaprakash Leela. So it says that when the Lord performs his pastimes in this world, his associates come with him. Definitely, the Lord associates accompany him and engage in his service. But those persons who are counted as servants of those associates also receive the opportunity to realize those pastimes of the Lord. And therefore, what is our mission? We also want to become dasa, 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 anudas. Right? That is the mission. That is our mission, that we want to become servants of the servants of the servants, because then the mercy is guaranteed. Right? We don't want to take a position directly serving Radha and Krishna, directly serving Gaur Nitai, but we want a position where we want to become a servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, which is so humbling. It's very easy to say, very easy to write in your letters, in your messages, your servant or your dasanudas or dasosmi. It's very easy to say, but we really mean it. That we have to introspect in our own self. We aspire for something higher, but still we have so much ego in us that we don't want to let go that ego. That is important. We have to let go that ego. We have to believe what our acharyas want. And if we want to follow in the footsteps of those acharyas, we have to imbibe their qualities, the quality of humility. Kulashekar Alvar, when Mukunda Mala Stotra, which was very dear to Srila Prabhupada personally commented and translated on that Mukunda Mala Stotra, where he writes, Mad janmana phalam idam madhu kaitave, mat prarthanaika mad anugra esha eva, tad bhritya bhritya, paricharaka bhritya bhritya, bhrittasya bhritya, iti mam smara lokanatha. That, oh, Supreme Lord, oh Lord of the universe, the perfection of my life is not to become your servant. You will show me your immense causeless mercy only when you consider me. Tava bhritya bhritya paricharaka bhritya bhritya bhrittasya bhritya iti mam smara lokanatha. When you consider me the servant of 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 you. That's how our mood should be. And this Krishna consciousness, this society actually prepares us. When we go back to the spiritual world, we will not get the opportunity to directly serve Shri Radha and Krishna. Their servants are Nitya Siddhas. That position is already taken. But then whom we have to serve? We have to serve their maid servants, and then their maid servants, and then their maid servants. And this society actually prepares us that how we have to acknowledge our seniors, we have to respect our seniors, and we have to be servant of their servant. If we are not prepared in this life to tolerate all the things to tolerate and be humble, even if we are tiraskrita vipralabdha, shapta shapta hatapi, even if we are cheated, even if we are defamed, even if we are not respected, not honored, still we have to be in the mood of serving the devotees. Because that is the only mood that will be carried in the spiritual world. Apana galara dila sabakare charvita tambula agya haila sabare. Thereafter, Vrindavan Das Thakur describes that there comes the end of Mahaprakash Leela. So actually, Mahaprakash Leela ended where Mukunda got this benediction. But still, we will see there is one more small little devotee who will get this mercy. So what Mahaprabhu then, after ending this Mahaprakash Leela, he gave his garland and beetle remnants to everyone. He gave his garland and beetle remnants. Whatever he was eating, he gave it to others. Mahanande khaya saba harashita haiya koti chandra sharada mukhera dravapaya. After receiving remnants from the mouth of the Lord, whose face resembled as Koti Chandra. Of what Chandra? Sharad Purnima. The moon of Sharad Purnima. The moon of Sharad Ritu. Sharad Purnima. Her face resembled autumns, millions of autumn's moons. All the devotees ate them in great ecstasy. Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur writes that Mahaprabhu is the object of worship. He is qualified to accept various ingredients of enjoyment like sandalwood paste, betel nuts, and garlands. And all ingredients of enjoyment are meant for his service alone. It is for his service. Because we have to understand that in Krishna consciousness, how can we really enjoy? We can only enjoy when we serve Krishna. Those who are on the material platform think that they can enjoy when their senses enjoy. But that's not true. The real truth is that when we see Krishna enjoying, then we enjoy. But how is it possible? Like suppose if we have flowers. It's very easy. You must have seen so many devotees picking up the flowers, not devotees, I'll say, but in one sense, yes. But those who are not in Krishna consciousness, those who doesn't know this philosophy, those who are still on the material platform where they say that if I satisfy my senses, I will enjoy. So they take up the flower, they put it in their head, or they use it for their own pleasure. But that's not how it is. But a devotee will pick up the flowers, will make the garlands, will offer it to Lord Shri Krishna, and will feel immense happiness seeing that my Lord is decorated with those flower garlands, seeing that my Lord is decorated with those ornaments, buying beautiful clothes and giving it to the lordships, making outfits for the lordship, seeing that my Lord is enjoying. That's the beauty of Krishna consciousness. When we see that the Supreme Lord enjoys, when we do anything for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, samsiddhir haritoshana. And then what happened? When that service is done, after that, the devotees accept the remnants of that garlands, the remnants of that sandalwood pulp, and other items which were first offered to the Lord. So the devotees want only the remnants. We make bhoga, we cook for the Lord with the intention that I'm cooking for the Supreme Lord for his pleasure. And then we accept it as the remnant. And while accepted the Lord's remnants, such as betel nuts, which are ingredients of his enjoyment, the service propensity of the living entity is enhanced. Because now the remnants, not only the prasadam, but anything that is accepted by the Supreme Lord, maybe the garlands, the flowers, the outfit, the ornaments, when we accept it, then we are not accepting anything material. Because anything accepted by the Supreme Lord is spiritualized. So definitely, when we take that spiritual items and adorn our body or accept it as Mahaprasad, then we are purified. And that will enhance our service. That will enhance our intensity of doing more service for the Supreme Lord. If while accepting such remnants of the Lord, a living entity becomes happy, thinking, oh, my Supreme Lord has enjoyed these items, then the happiness derived from material enjoyment is vanquished, is definitely gone. Because now our focus is on the Supreme Lord. Whatever we do it for the Supreme Lord. And then we accept his remnants. If a conditioned soul, under the pretext of service, accept those ingredients of enjoyment in order to fulfill his own desire, then what he's doing? He's simply inviting inauspiciousness. That is why when we say that we are not vegetarians, we are Krishnatarians, because often this question is asked that we, in those who are in Krishna conscious, reject non-veg. Then why we accept veg? Why we accept fruits? They also have life. Yes, they also have life, but we offer it to Krishna. But those items cannot be offered to Krishna. Therefore, we reject it altogether. But the items that Krishna himself says, Patram, Pulam, Palam, Pushpa, Toyam, he says that I accept all this. So when we give it to the Supreme Lord, and the Supreme Lord honors it, accepts it, and then we take it as a remnants, then our enjoyment propensity is vanquished. Our enjoyment propensity is no more, because now what we are doing is doing for the enjoyment of the Supreme Lord. Rishikena Rishikesha. That is Bhakti Ruchyate. That is the Supreme Bhakti. And that's how even Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a verse which says, Toya ubhyukta shrag gandha vaso alankara charchitaha uchishta bhojino dasas tava mayam jayamihi. So taking remnants doesn't mean just the food items. He says, decorating ourselves with shrag gandha. Shraga means garland. And gandha means the fragrances. Vaso means the garments. Alankara means the ornaments. When we adorn ourselves with the flower garlands, with the fragrant oils, with the clothes, with the ornaments, that ornaments or that flower garlands or that oil which has already been offered to the Supreme Lord, which has already been enjoyed, accepted and honored by the Supreme Lord, when we take it and decorate ourselves, uchishta bhojana, and even if when we take the remnants of the meals that is offered to the Supreme Lord, tamayam jayamihe, that servant of the Supreme Lord is able to conquer the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord. In other words, we can easily conquer over Maya by Krishna Prasadam, not by useless, some mental and speculative concoction. No, just by taking Mahaprasad, we can purify ourselves. We can transform our assets. That is the beauty, or that is the benediction that one gets after accepting that Mahaprasad. That Mahaprasad can be in the form of the food, can be in the form of a garland, can it be in the form of an oil, fragrant oil, or clothes or ornaments. But first, it has to be offered to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, we always make it a practice that even whenever we buy something from the market, whatever it is, we first offer it to the Supreme Lord. It is for you, Krishna. Make this object also used in a Krishna conscious way. That's our aspiration. But otherwise, if we simply think, oh, it's for my pleasure, my enjoyment, then we are simply inviting inauspiciousness. Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur is saying. 290. Bhojanera avashesha yati ke achila narayani punyavati taha sapaila. The fortunate Narayani received the remnants left after the Lord finished eating. Who is this Narayani? Shivasera bhritir suta balika ajnana tahare bhojana shesha prabhu kare dana. Vrindavan Das Thakur himself is writing, who is this Narayani? That innocent girl. She was the daughter of Shiva's brother. She was the niece of Shiva's Thakur. So Shiva's has three brothers. They were three brothers. One of the brothers' daughter was Narayani. Now here see the humbleness of Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Actually, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur is the son of Narayani Devi. That Narayani Devi who gave birth to Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, whose appearance we celebrated on Monday, day before yesterday. That blessed author, that fortunate author, now the author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, is not saying that Narayani who is my mother, but he is saying that small little girl Narayani, she is the daughter of Shiva's brother. She was the niece of Shiva's Thakur. And the Lord personally called her and gave her his remnants. Parama Ananda Khaya Prabhura Prasada Sakala Vaishnava Tara Kare Ashirvada. And all the Vaishnavas blessed her as she joyfully ate the Lord's remnants. All the Vaishnavas, they blessed her. She was just a 4-year-old girl. And they all said, Dhanya Dhanya Aise Sevila Narayana Balika Swabhava Dhanya Ihara Jivana. She is indeed glorious because she engaged in Lord Narayan's service. How she engaged? By accepting the remnants of Gaura Sundar. So even eating prasadam is a devotional service. Although she was a child, her life became glorious. Why became glorious? Because she was the one who gave birth to our blessed author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, that is Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. So Narayani Devi, she was the niece of Shiva's Thakur. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very compassionately called Narayani and gave her his remnants. So Gaur Gunosh Desh Deepika, written by Srila Kavi Karanpura, he described that who was Narayani. Narayani was previously Kilimbika, the younger sister of Lord Krishna's nursemaid Ambika. Okay, so in Krishna Leela, Krishna has a nursemaid who was serving under the direction of Mother Yashoda. Her name is Ambika. Her younger sister is that Ambika who was serving Krishna under the direction of Mother Yashoda. That Ambika came as Malini Devi in Chaitanya Leela. And who is Malini Devi? She is wife of Shiva's Thakur. She came as Malini Devi. That Ambika came as Malini Devi. And therefore, we see that Malini Devi also has that Vatsalya Bhav towards Gaura. She was wife of Shiva's Thakur. Now, this Ambika has a younger sister whose name was Kilimbika. She was also serving. But whom she was serving? She was serving Ambika. She was assisting Ambika. And Ambika in turn was assisting Mother Yashoda. So that Kilimbika came as Narayani, came as niece of Shiva's Thakur. This also validates this point when Mahaprabhu, he says that everybody gets my association birth after birth, even all your servants will see my pastimes. See, who is Narayani Devi in Krishna Leela? She was the servant of the servant of the servant. She was serving her elder sister Ambika, who was serving Mother Yashoda in Vatsalya Bhav. Right? So she was assisting, she was just a servant. And here we see that that same Kilimbika came as Narayani Devi. And everybody is blessing her, that she is indeed glorious because she engaged in Narayan service. Although she was a child, her life became glorious. Text 294. खाइले प्रभुरा आज्ञा हय नारायणी कृष्णेरा प्रेमानंदे कांदा देखी शोनी. After she ate the Lord remnants, the Lord ordered her, खाइला प्रभु आज्ञा है. She took remnants from the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord personally gave her the remnants. And then what he said, O Narayani, let me hear you cry in ecstasy for Krishna. So immediately Mahaprabhu bestowed that Krishna prem, that highest Unnata Ujjvala Rasa, for which Mahaprabhu came to give. He bestowed that Krishna prem unto that 4-year-old Narayani. So she was practically the last one to get mercy in that Mahaprakash Leela, where Mahaprakash Leela bestowed that Krishna prem, that highest Krishna prem, unto that 4-year-old Narayani. And then what happened? Hena Prabhu Chaitanyera Agyara Prabhava. The Prabhav, the potency of the Supreme Lord orders. Krishna Bali Khandeyati Bali Kaswabhava. Just because of the potency of the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that just by saying that cry for Krishna, cry in ecstasy for Krishna, that Narayani, that 4-year-old Narayani, niece of Srivas Thakur, got mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that innocent girl, Krishna Bali Khandeyati, and she was crying, Kande, Kande. Kande means to cry. She was crying and she was calling out, Krishna, 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 Krishna. She immediately got that Krishna prem. She began to cry by calling out the name of Krishna. So this is, we'll spend little time on this. What does it mean to cry for Krishna? We have to understand. Rather, let me open the forum. Who's saying this? Prasadi. Anita Ramya Mataji, you're saying something? I'm not.
Yes, Mataji, I was just saying, you were saying that we are Krishnatarians, no? Just I said we are Prasaditarians also.
Oh, Prasaditarians. Yes, we are Krishnatarians. Yes, we accept only Prasad. Thank you. Okay, so we'll open a little bit. You all can unmute and tell. What do you understand for crying for Krishna? Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that, O Narayani, cry in ecstasy for Krishna? What does it mean to cry for Krishna? Anybody?
To call out Krishna.
Okay, call out Krishna. But what does it mean, cry for Krishna?
To get the attention of the Lord, like how when a baby cries, it gets the attention of the parents. So that's how we have to cry for Krishna. Only then we can get the attention of the Lord or the mercy of the Lord, like that, Mataji. And that's what my understanding.
Okay, we have to cry for the Lord.
Mataji, out of love and affection, from the bottom of our heart, we should cry. We should praise God and we should cry for Krishna.
For
Like
what?
that, Mataji.
For what we have to cry?
For his prema, Mataji, for his love, for Krishna prema, Mataji.
For his attention, Mataji.
For his attention, for his love. Yes, Praladananda Prabhu.
Mataji, it's the form of missing Lord Sri Krishna's company, like Vipralamba Bhava.
Crying in separation for Krishna.
Separation, yes, yes.
Okay. Bhagyashri Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I also wanted to say that we should cry in separation for Krishna. We should strive for the Krishna prema.
Okay, we should try and we should strive for Krishna prema. Kusum Mataji.
Yearning for Krishna's love
yearning for Krishna's love, attaining Krishna's prem, Krishna prem. We should cry for Krishna. Okay, you all are right in one sense. But now my point is that time and again, Srila Prabhupada said that we should cry for Krishna. Like Anita Mataji said, and Prabhupada always gives this example, that how the child will get attention of his mother only when he cries. If the child doesn't cry, the mother will not give any attention to the child. Mother will be busy in her household chores and will not take care of the child. The child cries, mother comes and gives some allurements, gives some toys, or maybe some food to eat. The child stops crying. But then the child understands, no, this is not what I wanted. I want my mom to be with me. And therefore he cries more. And then the mother comes. Okay, child is not hungry. Child is not, he's not playing. He doesn't want toys. Let me change his diaper. Okay, diaper is also okay. Then what does the child need? Why still he's crying? Because the child wants mom. So then the mother comes and takes the child on her lap. So this is what Prabhupada says, that we have to cry for Krishna. In Adi Puran, actually, Krishna speaks himself to Arjun about how his holy name is greatest than he himself. Gayanti mama namani, rudanti mama sannidhau, tesham aham prakirto, nanya krito janardana. He's saying that Gayanti mama namani, O Krishna, one who chants my name, one who sings my name. But at the same time, rudanti, he cries before me. Mama sannidho, he cries before me. Tesham aham prakirto. Then what happens? I becomes a sold out servant to that devotee. That means that person, that devotee who cries while chanting Krishna names, actually purchase Krishna. Nanya krito janardana. By no other price they can purchase me. Somebody can say by wealth, by religiosity, or maybe by fame, or by good parentage, by beauty, by strength we can purchase Krishna. No. Krishna says that the only way where I become sold out servant, where somebody can purchase me, is only calling out my name at the same time crying before me. There is no other price to purchase me. Even Sripad Indra Prabhu used to say that we should cry to Krishna. We should cry for Krishna while chanting the holy name. And if our tears doesn't come at that time, then we should cry that why I'm not able to cry for Krishna. That means we have become so much stone-hearted, so much hard-hearted, that our tears doesn't come when we chant Krishna's holy name. As you all said, that we have to chant for Krishna's name, for Krishna's love, for Krishna praying, for feeling separation of Krishna. But my dear friends, how can we cry as per Shri Madhurya Kadambini if we are still not achieved the stage of asakti, bhav and prem? This cry for separation of Krishna, this cry for longingness to have Krishna prem will only come when we are attached to Krishna, when we have some ruchi, some asakti to Krishna. Before that, we are struggling in our own sadhana. We are struggling to complete our 16 rounds. How can we cry for Krishna? Yes, Krishna says that you should cry for me, and you all said that we should cry for the separation of Krishna. But that cry for separation of Krishna, that cry for Krishna prem, will not come if we have not reached to the level of asakti, bhav and prem. It's not possible. Then that means this crying is only when we reach to the level of asakti. Yes, that crying is only what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his Shikshashtakam, he says that Nainam galadashrudharaya vadatam gad kadairuda pulakir nichitam vapu kada tavaname grahane bhavishyati yugayitam nimishena chakshusha pravashayitam shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virhane. But that is not the stage of a sadhaka. This is the stage of somebody who is on the level of asakti, where he can feel, where the jiva can feel separation from Krishna. But we are still struggling with our senses, getting attached to sense objects. We are struggling in this material world to maintain our Krishna consciousness at every step of life, every step of life. At least I'll talk about myself, full of false ego, full of duplicity, full of hypocrisy. How can I cry for Krishna? Can I? No, it's not possible. I'm so much stone-hearted that it's impossible for me to pick up my beads to chant the holy name and to remember and feel separation from Krishna and then cry. Therefore, we have to understand. But when Srila Prabhupada says, gives the example of a child, that we have to cry no matter what, then cry for what? Cry for that viyog, cry for that separation that we are feeling for Krishna? Yes, but I'm not on that level. Then what should I do? Then the real cry, the meaning of the cry for Krishna means to cry from the core of our heart. Atmakrandan. Cry for what? Not for viyog. Because I don't have that experience of viyog. I don't feel separation from Krishna. Why should I cry? If the tears will not come out. The tears will come out if I lose my loved ones because I was attached to them. The tears will come out when some problems or some suffering comes upon me because I was so much attached to my happiness. The tears will come out when I will lose my possessions or my property because I was so much attached to it. But tears will not come out for Krishna because I don't have that attachment for Krishna. But then should we cry? Yes, we should still cry. For what? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, for our ayogyata. To feel that yes, I'm so much ayogya, I'm so much in the piteous condition that I'm not able to have that separation from Krishna. I'm so adham, I'm so papi, I'm so patit that I don't feel that separation from Krishna. That Krishna who is Suhrit Sarvabhutanam, who is the ever well-wisher friend of everybody. But I cry for the friends who leave me at the time of my distress condition. I don't feel grateful that even at that time, though all my material friends have left me, but Krishna is still with me. I forget that. So therefore, we should cry for feeling that I am not able to feel separation from Krishna. We should cry that I am so unfortunate. Cry on our own misfortune that we are not able to cry for the Supreme Lord. Feeling that piteousness in our heart. But that piteousness, seeing one's acute poverty in one's own fortune in spiritual life, that I'm not even that fortunate where I can cry. That will give what? That will melt our heart. That is going to give us Krishna prema. When we feel piteous, amara jivana sada paparitu, nahira punyalesha, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is regarded as the seventh Goswami in our Sampradaya, is writing, amara jivan sada paparitu, that my whole life is full of pap, is full of sinful. Nahira punya lalesha. There is not even an iota of punya, of piety in my life, where I can do krandan, where I can cry for Krishna. On the other hand, parere udvega, daiche ke koto, daiche jive raklesha. On the other hand, I have spent my whole life giving anxiety and trouble to others. I don't have that piety. How will I achieve piety when I'm giving troubles to others? So he's saying, Nahira punya relation. There is not a lesh matra of punya. Amara jivan sada paperat. That's how we have to cry. That's what it means when Prabhupada says, cry for Krishna. Cry for Krishna in the most piteousness that, oh Krishna, I am the most adham. I am the most adham. So please uplift me. There is very beautiful song by Shri Narottam Das Thakur where he says, Gauranga karuna koro, dina hina jane, mosama patita prabhu nahi tribhuvane. Now this is not he saying out of show off. We may sing out of just our external emotions, but Narottam Das Thakur sings from his heart that Mosama Patita Prabhu, Nahi Tribhuvane. In this whole 3 planetary systems, upper, lower, and middle, you will not find anyone who is more hypocrite and more patita than me. Not hypocrite, but the most fallen, the most patit than me. But then in his man, he says, Jadi daya na karibe, patita dekhiya. If after seeing that patita like me, still if you don't show your compassion, patita nama pavana keshera lagiya. How can you claim that you are patita pavan? You are not patita pavan. If you are really patita pavan, then be true to your name and liberate this patita. Liberate this fallen soul like myself. That's how Narottam Das Thakur says. So, this is what it means crying. Yogyata becharo kichu nahi pao, tomhara karuna sara. Karuna na hoilo, khandiya khandiya, parana, prana na rakhi boara. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in his very famous bhajan, Gurudev, he sings, Yogyata becharo kuch nahi pao, tomhara karuna sara. Oh Gurudev, if you really want to find eligibility in me, you will not find anything. Because I'm not an eligible candidate to get your mercy. I am just made up of your mercy. What I am is I'm made up of you, of your mercy. So you will not find any reason to bestow any mercy on me. But karuna na hoile, if that karuna is not bestowed on me, Gurudev, kandiya, then I have only one thing is left, that is to cry. Pranana rakhi boara, and therefore I'll not be able to maintain my life. So this crying comes when we are attached to Srila Guru, when we are attached to Krishna, and when we see the futility, when we understand the futility of this world, that this world is the worthless place to live in, where every step is a danger. Padam, padam, yad vipadam. When we understand the futility of this world, when we understand how the people in this world are, where your friends, your relatives will leave you, especially at the time when you need them the most, then how can we trust? Cry on that. Understand the position, Prabhupada says. Where Prahlad Maharaj also says, it's andhakupam, it's a blind well. You think that we have our spouse, our children, my family, my relatives, my home, my property, my possession. But nothing is going to save you. What is going to save you is sadhu, guru. Sadhu gripa, guru kripa, bina nahi ka nistara. There is no other way to get out of this world except by the mercy of sadhu gripa. Sadhu or guru kripa. That is the only way. And that only way can be understood when we understand that how this world is not the worth place to live in. And therefore we should cry for what? To understand that, oh Krishna, I have fallen in such a deep, dark well, in deep, dark ditch, where there is no one. all these people, they are just externals. They are with me in my happiness, but they are nowhere with me when I really need them the most. And I'm so unfortunate that even after that, I have not understand that actually you are Sukrit Sarva Bhutanam, that you are my ever well-wisher friend. Cry for that. We cannot cry right now. At least I'll talk about myself, will not able to cry right now because I don't know what it means to feel separation from Krishna. So I can only cry to understand the futility of this birth, of this place, and cry out that I'm still so much attached to all these things where time and again we have been instructed that this place is Dukh Alayam. But still I'm searching for that small little happiness in this world. So cry for that. And that cry will melt our heart, will bring our Sakti towards Krishna. After that, which we can cry for Krishna. I don't want to make it that philosophical, but anyways. He na Prabhu Chaitanya Agera Swaprabhava Krishna Bali Khandayati Bali Swabhava. Lord Chaitanya orders has such potency that the youngest innocent sweet little girl began to cry while calling out the name of Krishna. Adhyapi Vaishnava Mandale Dhwani Gauranga Avashesha Patra Narayani. And even today, in the well-known Vaishnava society, that Narayani, she is known that she is the one who who became the recipient of Mahaprabhu's remnants in Mahaprakash Leela. So this is the beauty. That small little Narayani got so much fame that she is well known in the society with this word, Gauranga Avashesha Patra Narayani. That she is famous because if you ask someone, who is Narayani? The very first thing comes out, oh, she is the one who got mercy, who got to eat the remnants of Mahaprabhu in Mahaprakash Leela. And second, she is the mother of Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, who is the Vyasadeva of Kali Yuga, who is the Vyasadeva who wrote this Chaitanya Bhagavata. So how, just by accepting Mahaprabhu's remnants, she became celebrated. Jane na agya kare Thakur Chaitanya se ashiya avilambe haya upasanna. Whoever was called by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately came before him. So even though the person who is not present in Mahaprakash Leela, but if Mahaprabhu has decided that I want to give him mercy, that person was made to appear in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And who was that? Kholavecha Sridhar. He was not present in Srivas Thakur's Angan. He was not there when this Mahaprakash Leela was going on. But Mahaprabhu never forgets his associates. So he sent all his associates, go and call Srivas Thakur, go and call Sridhar, Kholavecha Sridhar, that banana seller Sridhar. I want to give him mercy. So immediately he was brought in front of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. E sabha vachane jara nahi ka patita sadhya adhyapata tara janiha nishchita. Know for certain that one who does not believe these topics will inevitably fall down. So this Vrindavan Das Thakur is warning all of us that if we have some sanshaya in doubt in the Leelas of Mahaprabhu, especially in this Mahaprakash Leela, where Mahaprabhu is showing his Bhagavan form, then our fall down from our spiritual life is nishchit. We may have some sanshaya, we may have some doubt, but our fall down is definite, is for sure. Just because of that doubt which we have in the Leelas of hearing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Priya Prabhu Chaitanya Thakura Ithe Advaitera Bada Mahima Prachura. Lord Chaitanya is the dear of Lord of Advaita, and this increases Advaita's glories. Advaita Pranadhana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Advaita's glories is increased because he is the associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before that, Advaita Acharya was all alone crying out for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But now his glories are increased because he was the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the dear Lord of Advaita. Because he was associating with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his glories are increased. Chaitanya Priya Ati Thakurani Tae Aise Mahima Tana Chari Veda Gai. And Lord Nityananda is very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, the four Vedas sing his glories. So just like Advaita Acharya, even the glories of Nityananda is because Nityananda is very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Last verse for today and then we'll stop. Chaitanya Bhakta Hena Nahi Jara Nama Yadi Sevya Vastu Tabu Trinera Samana. If a person is not recognized as a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, then even if he is exalted, he is no better than a straw. Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur writes, if a person is bereft of Lord Chaitanya's service, he can never command respect, no matter how great he may be. Only devotees of Sri Chaitanya are most respectable, no matter how disrespectable they may be in this world. So world can disrespect, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should show mercy. Right? If we are respectable, if we have some position, if we are in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we are most respectable, even though the world can reject us. But if we are not in the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Trinana Saman. Then he's saying that you are just like a straw in the street. What is the value of the straw in the street? One gush of wind comes and the straw is found nowhere. So there is no value of that straw in the street, because that straw is not attached to the ground. If the straw, if that same grass is attached to the ground, the grass is most appreciable, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself appreciates. Trinadapi sunitena, that be like that grass. But the moment the grass leaves the ground, becomes simply a straw in the street, then one gush comes and nowhere it is found. So therefore, we have to stick to our grounds. We have to stick to our Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our worshipable Lord, especially in this Kali Yuga. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj used to say that you should worship the king in whose kingdom you are in. So we are in the kingdom of Kali Yuga, and our king is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be our worshipable Lord. If we don't have love, don't have devotion, don't have respect for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then our life is simply useless. We see that even the personalities like Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu, who is Sadashiv, personality like Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Lord Balaram. But they are also glorified because they are very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we want to be dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we should show our love, respect, and devotion to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's already 12:05. I was supposed to finish the chapter, but maybe tomorrow's speaker is Grace Arjun Sakha Prabhu. I will request if he can finish this entire chapter. So thank you all so much for your association. We'll stop at 3:01. From 3:02, Prabhu can take over. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your association. And please forgive me if I said something which was not dear to all of you. but you are Saragrahi Vaishnavas. You just take the essence. And definitely what I I have spoken today is I'm not on that level, but I request all of you to please shower your prayers, your blessings, so that I may be able to walk my talk. Vanchakalpatarubhishta kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai. All the assembled Vaishnavas ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful class, Mataji. There are so many points you mentioned today. Just like every class, this class was also so nice, Mataji. Thank you. You told us what is the glory of taking Mahaprasadam by giving example of Narayani Devi. So nice, Mataji. And there are some points which you mentioned, like what should be our mood. Means that is so nice, Mataji. I don't know how I can also get a little drop of mercy so that I will able to cry, but yes, Mataji, you said we should always keep on our prayer that we have to say Krishna that we are in the deep dark well. So we need his mercy. He is doing everything for us, but we forget everything. We just cry for this thing and that thing in the material world, but we never cry for Krishna. So that love, because by the mercy of Guru Maharaj and by the mercy of devotees and by the mercy of Krishna only we can get that. Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, there are some hand raise. Kusum Mataji is raising her hand. Do you have time, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji.
Yes. Dear devotees, please go ahead and ask a question. Sorry, share your realization. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much, Shivani. Susmita Mataji, I'm sorry. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, what a wonderful class. I just like the way you said that how we have to cry for Krishna. So very nicely you described, Mataji, like in whatever points, like I hadn't thought that I should cry for Krishna. You just mentioned everything. So thank you so much for bringing that, Mataji. And also about the prasadam, like we always will have to offer and we'll have to take it. So I have a question in this, Mataji. So we are offering the flowers and tulsi to the Lord, right? But when we do the next puja, we'll remove it and we'll wear the new ones for the Lord. So, but what we can do with the old ones, Mataji? Can you please advise on that?
So ideally, especially when we are in India, it's easy because we can just you can take those flowers either buried under the plants, or you can you can just place it in that flowing river. But here what we do is that before making the Lord, giving them shayan in the night time, we take out all the flowers, all the garlands, then we smell it. And smelling the flowers is accepting or honoring that fragrance of flowers that were offered to Krishna, where Krishna accepted. And then you can put it in a separate bag. You can use it in a compost, or this is like under the tree somewhere possible, because these days devotees, a lot of devotees, they make compost at home. So if you have that opportunity, you can place it, like in our temple, definitely they make compost. So you can place those flowers. And if nothing can be done, then the thing is that you place it buried in some mud under some tree. Smell it, accept it, honor it, but then yes, you have to throw it away for sure.
Okay, Mataji. So what I do is I have no other options. So I'll just remove and I'll smell it and then I will just throw it away, Mataji. So that's what I do.
Because once you accept it, it becomes your prasad. because you have accepted the remnants of that, which we should always smell those flowers when we take out the night before giving Shayan to the Lord. When we take it out, we should smell it.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. And also one more question is about the tulsi leaves which you offer to the Lord. So when we remove it, it gets...
Take little bit of tulsi leaves, and rest of the tulsi leaves, you cannot throw it in trash. So what we do actually is that we make a hole in that in the backyard, and we dig it, all the tulsi leaves, offered tulsi leaves. If we have the way where we can distribute to the devotees, very well. But sometimes, especially in the summers when we have so many manjaris, and we can offer it to the Supreme Lord, we can make the entire garland, but there is no way to honor it. So just accept few manjaris, few leaves, give it to devotees, and then rest. We can dig it and we can bury it. But we should not throw tulsi manjari in trash. Please don't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then in that case, I can dry it and keep it with me, right? So we can keep the dry tulsi leaves, and sometimes in prasadam also we can, after offering also, we can just spread the dried tulsi leaves, and then again we can honor.
We can do that, but make sure you don't boil it and you don't chew it, because tulsi leaves are not supposed to be boiled and not supposed to be chewed. They should only be swallowed.
Okay. And one more thing, Mataji, tulsi leaves, once, can we offer, after offering to the Lord, is it possible that we can offer to the demigods? Is it allowed or not, Mataji? I just have this doubt. To the demigods, after offering to the Lord, can we offer even tulsi leaves to the demigods? No?
Tulsi is not offered to anyone.
Okay. So only to the Lord, even if it is offered to the Lord, we should not offer to anyone. After offering to the Lord, we can take the tulsi leaves and we cannot. Okay.
I never came across with all this. Like, you can still offer that.
Okay, because even Bhoga, after we offer to the Lord, we can offer to the demigods, right? So
that we can do with that tulsi. It is there, it's okay. But specifically taking the manjaris out and offering it to Ganesha, I don't know. Don't do that. To be on the safer side.
Okay, Mataji. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Anita Mataji. Mataji, I can see one hand raised from Kusum Mataji.
Yeah, Kusum Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. My question is, we did discuss about how devotees only take Krishna Prasad and we are Prasadatarians or Vegetarians. And then you mentioned Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. So this question usually gets asked to me, and I generally give the single line answer that so the question is around onion and garlic. That where in that shloka Krishna is mentioning that onion and garlic are not part of the Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, and why was exclude these two medicinal plants, even though they have a lot of nutritional benefits. So I did mention about how various lectures that we have learned that how it is a cause of it's tamasic in nature and cause of distraction, the mode of passion. But their question is around Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, that shloka that does not exclude these two plants. Like Krishna is what their argument is. Krishna is nowhere saying in Bhagavad Gita or any other shastra that these two plants should be offered to him. So, Mataji, do you have any shastras implication or any references that I can use next time?
I don't have that, Mataji, for as such. But the point, as you have already said, that on one hand, we see only the medicinal value of onion and garlic, which is very minute in front of the after effects we get after eating those tamasic products. So those who are really longing for that spiritual life, they should avoid these tamasic products, because that will increase tamas in our body, and that tamas is very harmful for our spiritual life. So because of which, yes, we reject. Now, those who argue, they can argue to any extent, Mataji. To any extent, they can argue. So sometimes the silence is also, we should try to practice.
Correct.
If we are telling them and they are wholeheartedly accepting it, well and good. If they are not, then they will not understand even what is this Rajas, Sattva and Tamas. They will not understand. I also come across with so many of my relatives. They say, what is this Tamas? If you want to chant, you can get up early in the morning and you can chant. They don't even believe that if you are stomach full in night, then it's so hard to wake up early in the morning, because most of our energy is used in digesting that food. So they don't even understand that. What to talk about understanding that how this onion and garlic will bring tamas in our body. They will not understand. So yes, for those who are really spiritual seekers, those who want to progress in their spiritual life, they should forget about rejecting onion garlic. They should not even eat that much. Prabhupada says, right, that atyahar nahi karna chahiye. Because if we eat too much, then our body can digest. That will also bring lethargy in our body, and we will not be able to do our spiritual activities. So if we are really spiritual seekers, we should just see our own thing, what is good for me, what is benefit for me, and how I can grow myself. We can try to explain them once, twice, and thrice, as we have seen in the 9th offense. Go on instructing about the faith to the faithless person, they will not agree to it. Then you go on explaining. And then what happened? We are ourselves putting into danger. We are putting ourselves into such kind of dangers. So at that time, that silence is the best thing. They want to listen, very good. They want to argue, let them argue. ये तर्क वितर्क तो चलता रहेगा, right? It
Correct.
will go on and on. But we
Correct.
have to know what is good for us, and we have to know that what is going to help us in our spiritual life.
Correct, Mata.
Yeah. But if what exactly, if you want, there are so many lectures on YouTube, you can go ahead and you can find, you can circulate, you can forward it to them. Why not eat onion and garlic? But the basic understanding is that it brings tamas in your body. It brings tamas. Those who are eating an onion garlic, so much their body smells, their clothes smells, even their house smells like anything that you cannot even stand for a minute. Those who are eating, those who are habitual of that smell, they will not feel. But those who are not eating, and if you enter into their house, you can feel that how much their house stinks with that smell.
That is very true, Mataji. Very true.
Yes, and then they can argue that why Krishna is not mentioned. Come on, Krishna is giving that Bhagavad Gita to Arjun. That's why we need the purports of Srila Prabhupada. Krishna can speak something which Arjun can immediately understand, and he understood. But person like me, if we do tark on that, why Krishna didn't mention this item, that item, Krishna was not there to mention the items. He just gave the agenda, what he wants and what pleases him. Even Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Tayam, he says, if you give it without devotion, I'll not accept it. So the main ingredient is not Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. The main ingredient is that whatever you offer it with love and devotion. That's the point where Krishna wants to stress in that verse. But yeah, people has a number of reasons to argue. And let their tark with them only. Let them argue. We should seek our own spiritual thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for the beautiful answer also. Thank you. Mataji, in the chat, Sibani Mataji is saying, Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji, so to do the same with the flowers that we get from the temple. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Should we do same with the flowers that we get from the temple? Yes, Mataji. When you get some garlands from the temple, hang it on the tree, or then you have to bury it. Yeah, that's the only way. Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. How should we cry for Krishna? And also you said that whatever you take, all the offer to the Lord and accept as prasadam. How we should cry for Krishna? That's the class, that's the essence of the entire class, that how you should cry for Krishna.
I think Mataji's glorifying that
Yes.
the way you mentioned was very beautiful,
Oh,
like
okay.
how to cry for Krishna.
Oh, okay. I thought again she's asking some question. Okay, okay, yeah.
And
Thank you.
Revati Mataji is also thanking you, Mataji.
Thank you, Revati Mataji.
Yeah, and Nitu Mataji is also thanking you. Yes, Mataji.
I also want to thank you, Mataji. Beautiful class.
You don't have to thank me, come on.
You please bless us that someday I will cry. Thank you
Bless
for
us.
this.
That's a
Bless
big
me.
term. It's a big term.
Okay.
Because I'm the one who needs that blessings from all of you. Because again, as I said in the class, it's easy to say, but very hard to practice. Very hard to practice. So much mull is there, so much contamination is there in the heart that we are simply keeping ourselves struggle with this material world and not realizing the futility of it. So definitely I'm the one who needs most of your blessings so that I understand that this world is really dukkhalayam. We have been studying, we have been teaching, but not yet realized. We are still trying to find some little happiness in this dukkhalayam. So I'm the one who needs that mercy and blessing.
Mataji,
Dhanyavad Pranam, Pladananda Prabhu. Thank you for
you did an excellent job today for opening your eyes. You know, not only I was thinking that how to cry for Lord Shri Krishna and separation, and now I have realized that why should I cry? Also, I know my eyes are open because we are all the time. I especially am all the time. Deha Patya Kalitra Disi, Atma Sanisu Atatsosi, and Kesam Pramatta Nidaram Pasyana Pina. I'm seeing all these things, hearing all these things, but I'm not budging from my attachment for the material life. But satsang and sadhu sang and all these, and Srila Prabhupada's mercy, I think I'll be able to progress if we continue sadhu sang like that. I thought you were coming to Dallas, so I came to see whether you had sadhu sang
Yes,
like
Prabhu,
that.
but this time Krishna
You
had
couldn't
some other
come.
plans.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. You are really very, very senior to all of us. And you being present in these sessions is really a blessing for all of us.
Thank you so much. I am really nothing compared to all knowledge you all have. And I always seek to learn something from anyone and everyone. That's what you guys.
Yeah, following your footsteps, Prabhu. The way your devotion towards your Guru Maharaj, the love that you have for Gurudev and fulfilling his mission, that the day when he left his body, you were out on the field distributing and fulfilling the orders of your spiritual master. It's truly inspiring, Prabhu. I can never even think of, but you did it. So all glories to you, Prabhu. Okay, Susmita Mataji, you can
Yes,
take it.
Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mataji. You are
Hare
so
Krishna, Kirtida Mataji, thank you so much for the beautiful class. Just want to say you thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vinita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga. Mataji, so wonderful class as usual. And which way you explain in detail how we should cry for the Lord and what we supposed to pray like that, oh, I am not yogya for your thing, your prayer. So, Bhakti, can you give me your mercy like that? Yeah, Mataji, very nicely you in details explained.
Pray for me, Mataji, that
Mataji.
how nicely I explained, that nicely I practice also.
Mataji, you do.
That is more
Just
important.
pray for us that we can do also like that. We can cry for Lord, for His mercy.
Mataji, I just want to steal this humbleness from you, Mataji. I should find some way for that. Hare
What
Krishna.
should I say?
Thank you once
I
again.
can only say that real life is different from real life. You see, if you really want to know how humble I am, ask my son, ask my husband. They will tell you that how humble I am. Okay, so don't get attracted to this real life, these fancy words. But
You can ask me also, Mataji. I will also explain.
I was about to say that, Mataji. I can ask Priti Mataji too.
I think so, Susmita Mataji, it's already 12:26. We'll end up our call here, right? Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Thank you, Mataji, for such an
Pranam pavanebhyo
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Namo Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Mataji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Dasmita Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Jai.
हरे
Thank you,
कृष्ण
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
End the call here, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.
हरे